watching. Hello students, so in this video we are going to talk about another important international organization that is working for the betterment of the entire world, that is your World Trade Organization, right? So World Trade Organization is an international organization which sets the rules for global trade. So basically we all know that due to this globalization the world is interconnected now. The world is interconnected now, right? Interconnected, right? So because of this interconnection, due to this globalization, all the countries are either exporting or they are importing certain goods. Okay, let me just clarify what is export and what is import. So export is transporting your own goods to other country. Sending out is exit से export, exit बाहर लेकर जाना, ठीक है. And import is कोई फॉरेन प्रोडक्ट्स अपनी कंट्री के अंदर मंगाना, इंपोर्ट करना. ओके, सो एक्सपोर्ट इज सेंडिंग योर डोमेस्टिक प्रोडक्ट्स टू द फॉरेन मार्केट्स. इंपोर्ट इन अंदर आना, ठीक है. सो इंपोर्ट इज bringing the foreign products in your own domestic market. So you all must be knowing कि ये तो भाई medieval या ancient period से ही चलता आ रहा है. Whenever there is import or export, certain tax is collected, right? And also certain custom duties are imposed on this import and export, right? So what would be the limitations on these custom duties, this tax and everything? So that is decided, that is rules and regulations about this particular taxation system is set by this World Trade Organization to maintain the uniformity. Because ऐसा होगा ना फिर तो यूएसए क्या करेगा कि कोई अपना अगर सामान बेचना चाह रहा है आपकी कंट्री में तो उसको बहुत ज़्यादा उसके ऊपर इम्पोर्ट ड्यूटी लगा दी यूएसए ने, और यूएसए जब अपना कोई सामान बेचना चाह रहा है तो उस पर ड्यूटी ही नहीं है. सो दैट वुड बी बायस्ड, right? That would be biased. So in order to resolve this issue, this World Trade Organization set some rules for the global trade that would be uniform for all the countries. This organization was set up in 1995 as the successor to the General Agreement on the Trade and Tariff. So before this World Trade Organization, another institute was there which was your GATT, General Agreement on Trade and Tariff. Tariff is your tax, ठीक है. So before this World Trade Organization, up till 1995, you could see that there was this organization which was doing the same job. But in 1995, this GATT was replaced by World Trade Organization. Okay, the job of GATT was also same. It was a General Agreement on Trade and Tariff. कि भाई अगर कोई ट्रेड करेगा, इम्पोर्ट एंड एक्सपोर्ट अगर करेगा, so these would be the tariffs. Okay. It was created after the Second World War. So this GATT was created in 1946. Okay. So GATT was created in 1946. It has 164 members as on 29th July 2016. So this World Trade Organization has almost 164 members currently. Okay, in 2016. Currently, you can just Google it out how many members are currently a part of World Trade Organization. So according to a data of 29 July 2016, there were 164 members in the World Trade Organization. That means these 164 countries have agreed to the terms or the rules and regulation that has been laid down by the World Trade Organization regarding the duties, tax, custom duties, all these things. Okay. All decisions are taken unanimously, but the major economic powers such as US, European Union, Japan have managed to use the World Trade Organization to frame rules of trade to advance their own interest. Of course, every organization would have the members from countries only. For example, if you talk about the United Nations, then who is sitting in the United Nations? It is the member nations now. So not aliens. Right? Aliens will not be coming here in the international organization to have some cooperation. Rather, the countries would be the member of these World Trade Organization, like international organization, right? So in World Trade Organization also, the decision about any kind of rule or regulation that has to be imposed, it is unanimously taken by all the countries. That means all the countries will come together, they will sit together and they will discuss that yes, this rule has to be made regarding the trade. Right? So all the countries will unanimously discuss and take a decision on a particular issue. But again, the most powerful countries would utilize, would try to influence, would try to establish establish a dominance in the decision making. So that's what the big nations like the United Nations, European Union, Japan and your other big countries have been doing. So what they do, they actually try to influence, they try to make those rules that could benefit their own country, that could benefit their own country. So definitely they would work towards their own interest, right? The developing countries often complain of non-transparent procedures and being pushed around by big power. So of course जो developing countries हैं they would raise questions कि भाई on what basis you have developed this particular rule or regulation. The decision that you are taking should be transparent, but no, the decision is unanimously taken by the major economic powers, right? And in that, these major economic powers will always try to misuse their power by creating some rules and regulation that could benefit their own country. So developing countries have been criticizing World Trade Organization that it is dominant by the big countries, but eventually these developing countries cannot do anything because they are dependent on World Trade Organization for having some loans, grants and for other things, right? So that's all about the World Trade Organization. I hope the video was clear to you. Thank you so much for watching.